Hi, we're here with Melinda Augustina, and she's the executive producer and actor in 350. I want to welcome her to TrueHollywoodTalk.com.
Thank you very much. Pleasure to be here.
Now, this has always mystified me.
What's that?
What exactly a producer does? Because a lot of people think producers don't work. So, like, when all those other people were doing things, you were like in a five-star restaurant, and then they were like, you know, down on the ground eating pizza. Like, tell us, like, what do you do as an executive producer?
The executive producer essentially, well, in this case, in our situation, writes all the checks and funds the movie. In bigger situations, the executive producer gets other people's money, but in this situation, I just used my own.
You heard it here first on TrueHollywoodTalk.com. She used her own money, not somebody else, some other schmuck's money. So I've got to tell you, that kind of gives me, you know, good brownie points right there. Is this the first movie you executive produced, and how does it work when you're also an actor in the production?
Yeah, you don't sleep, essentially. But yeah, it's a lot of work, but you hire very experienced people to assist you is the best way.
Like, what's your background? Like, what were you doing before you wanted to do movies? Because always somebody was doing some other shitty job. Right. So what were you doing before this?
Well, I've been an actress for many years, but mostly on stage. And then I've done a lot of little radio work, voiceovers and things like that. And that's how we met Maurice, actually. I met Maurice at Apartment A, our theater company in Venice, California. So I still do a lot of live theater, and that's because I think that's the best. That's the most fun. It's a lot of fun. And then I also executive produced. I produced live stage shows in Dallas, Texas, comedy shows, and acted in Chicago and acted in Kansas City, and also work a radio day job.
But how did, like, you pay the bills, the rent, the car?
Yeah, the radio job, marketing and radio. Yeah.
Because this is Hollywood. You're always trying to pay the bills and do the creative pursuits. I was a radio host for many years before I became a talent manager and started TrueHollywoodTalk.com. So were you any good in this thing or what? Tell us the truth, all right?
Yeah, sure, I'm great. I'm brilliant.
You notice that she said she was brilliant. No, she did tell me, and it's a true story. The first thing she said to me was, "We got this great writer and director, Maurice." That's the first thing. How did you find him? You bumped into him on the elevator. You said you know him from the theater company, but that doesn't mean you know the guy, or you just knew his work. Why'd you want to use Maurice?
Well, I'd actually been in one of Maurice's plays earlier, and actually he wrote this piece for me. So how could I say no? It's really, really funny. And it's very seldom does that happen, where somebody, a really good writer says, "Here, I wrote this for you," and it's really good. You have to do it. And the audience response in the live stage version was enormous, and the critical response was enormous. Everybody loved it. And so I knew at that time that we definitely had to put it on film and preserve it.
What's it about? Give our listeners a little tidbit.
It's a story of a guy who tries to weasel out of his late fees at the video store, and then he comes to discover that the video store's database has a lot of information about him, about his past and his future, should he make the right decisions.
It's a very clever idea, I have to say. I wish I thought of the damn thing myself. It's unbelievable. What's on the horizon? By the way, she's making me wear some button here about $3.50.
That'll be $3.50.
Because she's like, I think she charged me $3.50 for it, but she's a marketing guru, okay? All right?
Totally lying.
But what's the future hold for you, and do you want to produce other projects?
Oh, absolutely. Really good scripts, yeah, absolutely. I have a couple of really short mini ones written by other people that I know, and those will be produced, and then hopefully a feature soon.
How does it, like, how much time, effort, and money was it produce this film, so people get a sense of the size and scope of this, and how much money you put into it?
Right. Right now the budget's at $15,000, and the movie is 8 minutes and 50 seconds long. And if you don't count the stage version was produced in 2005, and then we began pre-production around April of 2006. And then the film wasn't actually finished because people had a lot of different projects to work on until the end of March this year, so a whole year there. And then I think, an entire year of marketing, an entire year of the festival circuit. Right now we're just on April, May, June, July, August. This is our 5th month of marketing, so probably another 5 months.
How do you get the $15,000 back?
Good question. Well, our plan right now is we've had a few offers for distribution for international television. So, and the main thing is it has to be a non-exclusive contract for us. And then we'll also actually sell the videos direct to consumers.
Do you think that market's going to pick up? We've seen some amazing films here, and we're going to try to check this out tonight. But getting distribution is a critical thing for aspiring filmmakers. How do you get it, and how do you know you have an honest partner?
Right, you hire a lawyer to review the contract and just do your best. Yeah, you have to do your best. It's very similar to the world of publishing, similar processes, similar profit patterns, I guess you would call them, similar things like that. So sometimes you don't make a lot of money, but I'm pretty sure I'll make my money back. Yeah.
Where'd you grow up, Melinda? Where are you from?
I was born in Kansas, Kansas City, Kansas.
Why do all these Kansas City blondes keep coming to LA and want to make it as actresses and producers? Shoot the damn film in Kansas. It's cheaper. But you've been a delight to be on TrueHollywoodTalk.com, and we're giving you a little bit of a hard time, but you wore many hats. In the future, would you want to be both an executive producer and an actress? Do you like doing that?
Yes, I do, actually. I like both of those. Because you get the final say, and I like it, honestly.
I had a feeling she liked the final say, okay? So this is Steve Bucksman for True Hollywood Talk with Melinda.
Thank you, Steve.
She'll probably make a great dominatrix, too. This is Steve for TrueHollywoodTalk.com.